All right, get ready, because today we're going deep into a story that just might change how you think about treating heart conditions. We're going to be talking about Ayurveda,
Okay.
specifically a case study from the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine,
Interesting.
where a woman with valvular heart disease had some pretty incredible results using this ancient practice.
I'm intrigued.
So could this be a sign that ancient wisdom has some, untapped potential for modern ailments?
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out, yeah.
It's definitely a fascinating case that raises some important questions
For sure.
about how we approach health and healing.
Absolutely. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, for anyone who's not familiar, valvular heart disease is a condition where the valves in your heart,
Yeah,
the ones that control blood flow, aren't working properly.
right.
And this can lead to a whole host of problems.
Yes.
Often it's caused by rheumatic fever, which can damage those crucial valves over time.
Exactly. And that damage can really impact the heart's ability to pump blood efficiently throughout the body.
So in this case, we have a 40-year-old woman
Okay.
who's experiencing all the classic symptoms:
Mm-hmm.
difficulty breathing, chest pain, even fainting spells.
Tough situation.
Really, really tough situation.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
She had been prescribed conventional medications,
Right.
but they caused such severe side effects
Oh, wow.
that she had to stop taking them.
I see.
So imagine facing surgery as your only option
Oh, gosh.
and then discovering a completely different path.
That's the power of exploring different approaches.
Yeah.
Especially when conventional methods aren't providing the outcomes that you want, or they come with such significant side effects.
It's like opening a door to a whole new world of possibilities.
Absolutely.
So she turns to Ayurveda,
Interesting.
hoping for a different outcome.
Okay.
Now, for those unfamiliar with Ayurveda,
Yes.
it's this incredible holistic system of medicine from India.
Thousands of years old.
Been around for thousands of years.
Right.
One of the key principles of Ayurveda
Yeah.
is this idea of balancing the body's energies, what they call doshas.
I see.
And instead of just masking symptoms,
Right.
it aims to treat the root cause of the illness.
The root of the problem.
Exactly. Now, this case study specifically mentions the Ayurvedic concept of vata
Okay.
and Vishuddhi.
Ah.
Can you break those down for us? They sound a bit like something out of a Harry Potter spell book.
Well, they might sound a bit mystical, but the concepts are actually quite practical.
Yeah.
Amavata refers to a condition where toxins, what Ayurveda calls ama, build up in the body
Okay.
and start disrupting different systems, including the heart,
Oh, so that makes sense.
like a clog in the plumbing of your
Okay.
body.
And Vishuddhi,
Yes,
if I'm pronouncing that correctly,
you are.
is the idea that the heart is in an unclean state because of these toxins.
Precisely.
Okay, so it's all connected to this idea of restoring balance and purity within the body's system.
Yes, exactly.
So how did they approach treating her condition using Ayurveda? It sounds like they used a combination of approaches.
Absolutely. They started with dietary changes,
Okay.
which is a cornerstone of Ayurvedic practice.
I see.
It's called lamgana.
Lamgana.
And it essentially means lightening the body's load, giving it a chance to reset and heal.
Okay.
It could involve fasting or following a very light diet, depending on the individual's needs.
So it's like giving your body a break from processing all the usual stuff so it can focus on getting better.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And then they incorporated a variety of herbal remedies.
Okay.
Things like kashayams, which are decoctions.
That's what I am.
Aristas, which are fermented herbal preparations.
Rishas.
And even tablets made from specific herbs.
Wow, they really went all out.
They did.
But I imagine each of those herbs serves a specific purpose.
You got it.
Right.
They choose specific herbs based on their targeted effects
I see.
on the body.
Okay.
Some might be chosen for their anti-inflammatory properties, others for their ability to improve digestion, and others specifically for strengthening the heart.
Okay, so it's not just grabbing random herbs from the garden.
Yo,
It sounds like a very precise science.
it is.
Were there any particularly intriguing herbs they used in this case?
One that really stands out is Punarnava Baladi Shirpakam,
Punarnava Baladi Shupaka.
a preparation known for its ability to purify and rebuild tissues,
Wow.
especially in the heart and kidneys.
Right.
Remember how we talked about Vishuddhi
Yeah.
and the heart being in an unclean state? Well, this remedy addresses that directly.
Yeah.
It's like giving those organs a gentle cleanse
Right.
and a nourishing boost all at the same time.
It's amazing how they can target specific organs with these remedies.
That's the beauty of Ayurveda's deep understanding of the body
Uh-huh.
and its intricate connections.
Now, I can't let this one slip by. I have to ask about the gold ash.
Okay.
I read they use that as part of the treatment.
Yes.
That just sounds so
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Is that a common thing in Ayurveda?
It might sound a bit unusual, but hira basma, which is the Ayurvedic term for gold ash,
Okay.
is actually a potent medicine.
Interesting.
It's prepared through a very meticulous process of purification
Wow.
and has been used for centuries to treat a wide range of ailments.
So it's not just for looking glamorous then?
Not in this case.
Okay.
In Ayurveda, gold is believed to have unique healing properties.
Wow. Who knew gold could be so powerful?
And it's used very strategically.
It's incredible to see how they weave together these different elements, from diet and herbs to even gold,
Yeah.
to create a comprehensive treatment plan.
It really highlights the holistic nature of Ayurveda,
Yeah.
how it considers all aspects of a person's being
Right.
when addressing health concerns.
Fascinating stuff. But before we get too carried away with the wonders of Ayurveda,
Okay.
let's talk about how they actually monitored her progress.
Yes,
I read they used something called 3D cardiovascular cartography.
that sounds high-tech.
Now, that sounds incredibly high-tech.
It is.
What is that?
3D cardiovascular cartography is a cutting-edge technology
Right.
that provides a very detailed three-dimensional map
Okay.
of the heart's electrical activity.
Oh, wow.
It allows doctors to see how well the heart is functioning
Uh-huh.
and identify any areas of concern.
So it's like getting a Google Earth view of your heart, but from the inside.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah,
It's a powerful tool for diagnosing and monitoring heart conditions.
I see.
And in this case, it played a key role in tracking the woman's progress throughout the Ayurvedic treatment.
And what did they find? Did the treatment actually work?
Well, after 11 months of diligently following the Ayurvedic treatment plan,
Okay.
the results were pretty remarkable.
Okay, but can we get a little more specific?
Sure.
How much did it actually improve? I mean, was it a tiny change or something truly groundbreaking?
It was definitely significant.
Okay.
Before the treatment, her mitral valve orifice,
Okay.
which is the opening where blood flows through,
Huh?
was severely reduced, measuring only 1.3 square centimeters.
Wow, that's tiny.
Yeah, about the size of a dime.
No wonder she was having so many problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But after the Ayurvedic treatment, her mitral valve orifice size
Yeah?
increased to 3.52 square centimeters.
Okay, that's a huge difference.
It is.
Wow.
To put that in perspective, imagine that dime-sized opening expanding to be closer to the size of a bottle cap.
Okay, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I can see why you're calling it remarkable.
Yeah.
It's like her heart was literally opening up.
That's a great way to visualize it.
So what about other aspects of her heart health?
Okay.
Do they see improvements there as well?
Yes, they did.
Mhm.
Several other cardiovascular parameters.
Okay.
Things like her heart rate and blood pressure also showed positive changes.
So it wasn't just the valve itself, it was her overall heart health that improved.
Precisely.
Amazing.
And perhaps the most incredible outcome of all.
Yeah.
She was able to avoid surgery altogether.
Wow. That's a truly remarkable outcome. This story is just blowing my mind.
It definitely is a case that challenges conventional thinking about heart health
For sure.
and the potential of alternative approaches.
It makes you wonder, are we just scratching the surface
It does.
of what's possible when we combine ancient wisdom with modern medicine?
It's a question worth exploring further.
For sure.
And in the next part of our deep dive, we'll delve into the broader implications of this case study
Okay.
and what it might mean for the future of healthcare.
We'll be right back after a quick break. All right, so we've established that this woman's heart health significantly improved with Ayurvedic treatment.
Yes.
But I'm curious, beyond the diet changes we talked about earlier, what did the rest of her treatment plan look like?
Sure.
I mean, we touched on those herbal remedies, but can we dive a little deeper into how they were used?
Absolutely. So after the initial phase of lightening the body's load through diet,
Okay.
they moved on to a process called virachana,
Virachana.
which involves mild purgation.
Okay, so we're talking about cleansing the body from the inside out.
Exactly.
I can see how that would be important in Ayurveda, especially with that whole concept of ama and toxins disrupting the system.
It's all about creating a clean slate for the body to start healing, and they followed that with deep and pachan medicines,
Deep in Pachan.
which are herbs specifically chosen to stimulate digestion
Okay.
and help break down any remaining toxins.
So kind of like giving the digestive system a turbo boost.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's all about ensuring that the body can properly assimilate nutrients
Right.
and eliminate waste effectively.
It's fascinating how each step in the treatment plan builds upon the previous one. That's like a carefully orchestrated symphony of healing, wouldn't you say?
That's a beautiful analogy.
Yeah.
And after addressing the digestive system,
Okay.
they moved on to a category of remedies called rasayana and ojaskara ushadas,
Okay.
which are highly regarded in Ayurveda.
Those names sound incredibly potent, almost like something out of ancient mythology.
Right.
What do they actually do?
Well, they might have mythical-sounding names,
Yeah.
but their actions are very real.
Okay.
Rasayana herbs are known for their rejuvenating properties.
Oh.
They revitalize the body at a cellular level,
Interesting.
promoting longevity and enhancing overall well-being.
So they're like the superheroes of the herbal world, fighting off aging and boosting vitality.
You can say that.
Yep.
They help the body tap into its own innate healing potential.
Right.
Ojaskara herbs, on the other hand,
Okay.
focus on building immunity and strength,
I see.
fortifying the body's natural defenses.
It's like giving the immune system an upgrade.
Yeah.
It's incredible how they have these specific categories of herbs with such targeted actions.
That's the result of thousands of years of observation
Uh-huh.
and refinement.
Hmm.
Ayurveda has a deep understanding of the body's subtle energies and how to work with them
Right.
to promote health and well-being.
Now, earlier we talked about that fascinating herb, Punarnava Baladi Shirpakam,
Yes.
which is supposed to be amazing for purifying and rebuilding tissues. Did they use that throughout the treatment?
Yes, they did. That remedy was a key player in this woman's healing journey.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about valvular heart disease being caused by damage to the heart valves?
Uh-huh.
Well, Punarnava Baladi Shirpakam was specifically chosen for its ability to help repair that damage and restore the heart's healthy functioning.
It's like a targeted repair crew for the heart.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to grasp the level of personalization that goes into these Ayurvedic treatments. It's not just a one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. It's about identifying the individual's unique needs
Okay.
and imbalances and creating a treatment plan that addresses those specific issues.
And then there's the gold ash, the hirabasma, which just sounds so extraordinary. Was that used throughout the treatment as well?
Yes, it was in Ayurveda. Gold is believed to have a very special affinity for the heart and is often used to strengthen and revitalize this vital organ.
Okay.
So it was included in her treatment plan to support her heart's overall health and healing.
It's amazing how they can use something like gold,
Right.
which we usually associate with wealth and ornamentation,
Yeah.
to address such a serious health condition.
It really speaks to the interconnectedness of all things.
Yeah.
How even something like a precious metal can have profound healing properties when used in the right way.
It's a reminder that we should never underestimate the power of nature and its ability to heal now beyond all these remedies. I noticed that they also advised her on breathing exercises and meditation.
Yes.
Were those just add-ons, or are they considered an essential part of the treatment?
Those practices are absolutely integral to the holistic approach of Ayurveda.
I see.
They're not just add-ons, but rather essential tools for cultivating a balanced state of being.
So it's not just about what you put into your body, but also how you care for your mind and spirit.
Exactly.
It's all connected.
Ayurveda recognizes that true health encompasses all levels of our being, physical, mental, and emotional.
Right.
And in this case, those breathing exercises and meditation techniques were likely included to help her manage stress,
Makes sense.
improve her overall well-being, and support her heart's healing process.
It's all about creating a harmonious internal environment
Yes.
where healing can thrive.
Exactly.
It's so fascinating to see how they weave together all these different elements to create a truly holistic treatment plan.
It's a testament to the depth and sophistication of this ancient system of medicine.
Yeah, let's talk about those incredible results again for a moment.
Okay.
I mean, it's one thing to read about a significant increase in mitral valve orifice size, but it's another to really grasp what that means for someone's life.
Yeah.
Can you help us connect the dots?
Absolutely. Before the treatment, this woman was experiencing debilitating symptoms that severely impacted her quality of life.
Right.
She was struggling to breathe, she had chest pain, she was fainting.
Yeah.
These are not minor inconveniences.
Right. It was a serious situation that was only getting worse.
Exactly. And remember, she had already tried conventional medications but couldn't tolerate the side effects.
Right.
So her options were dwindling.
It was a pretty bleak outlook.
It was. But after the Ayurvedic treatment,
Yeah.
those debilitating symptoms significantly decreased. Imagine being able to breathe freely again.
Yeah.
to walk up a flight of stairs without feeling like you're going to collapse.
Right.
These are the real-life improvements that this treatment made possible.
It's like she was given a second chance at life.
That's a great way to put it. And of course, the fact that she was able to avoid surgery is a huge victory in itself.
Oh, for sure.
Surgery always comes with risks.
Right.
And a lengthy recovery period.
Yeah.
So to be able to bypass that altogether is a remarkable outcome.
It's a testament to the power of exploring alternative approaches, especially when conventional methods aren't working or causing more harm than good.
It's a reminder that we have more options than we often realize, and that it's worth seeking out those options when faced with challenging health situations.
Now, while this case study is incredibly inspiring, we have to acknowledge that it's just one person's experience.
Right.
And as much as we love a good success story, we can't draw sweeping conclusions from a single case.
You're absolutely right. It's important to approach these things with a healthy dose of critical thinking.
Right.
Just because it worked for this woman doesn't mean it's a guaranteed cure for everyone with valvular heart disease.
Right.
Or any other condition, for that matter.
It's like that saying, the plural of anecdote is not data.
Exactly.
We need more evidence, more rigorous scientific studies to really understand the potential of Ayurveda and how it might work in different contexts.
Absolutely. And that's where the field of integrative medicine comes in.
Okay.
It's all about bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science, taking the best of both worlds to create a more holistic and effective approach to healthcare.
So it's not about choosing one over the other, Ayurveda versus conventional medicine, but rather finding ways they can work together, complement each other's strengths.
Exactly. Imagine, for example, using cutting-edge diagnostic tools like 3D cardiovascular cartography.
Oh, yeah.
To identify individuals who might be particularly well-suited for specific Ayurvedic treatments. It's like personalized medicine, but with an added layer of ancient wisdom informing the process.
That's a fascinating concept, using modern technology to help pinpoint who might benefit most from certain herbs or practices.
Yeah.
It seems like there's so much potential for collaboration between these two worlds.
There really is. And think about the possibilities for research.
Oh, wow, yeah.
We could study the mechanisms by which these Ayurvedic herbs actually work at a cellular level, explore their interactions with conventional medications, and even potentially develop new treatments based on these ancient remedies.
It's like unlocking a treasure chest of knowledge that's been hidden for centuries. Who knows what we might discover when we combine the scientific rigor of modern research with the deep insights of Ayurvedic tradition.
It's an incredibly exciting frontier, and this case study serves as a powerful reminder that we shouldn't dismiss ancient wisdom simply because it's old.
Right.
There's so much we can learn from these traditions if we're open to exploring them with a curious and discerning mind.
Okay, so for someone listening right now who might be dealing with a health challenge or just curious about exploring alternative approaches, what advice would you give them? Where should they start?
First and foremost, it's crucial to have open and honest communication with your doctor.
For sure.
Discuss your interest in Ayurveda or other complementary therapies.
Right.
And make sure they're aware of any treatments you're considering.
It's all about working together as a team to create a healthcare plan that aligns with your individual needs and values.
Exactly. And if you're specifically interested in exploring Ayurveda, do your research. Find a qualified Ayurvedic practitioner who has a deep understanding of both Ayurvedic principles and modern medicine.
It's important to find someone who can bridge those two worlds effectively and guide you safely on your journey.
Absolutely. And remember, health is not just about treating disease. It's about cultivating well-being on all levels. Physical, mental, emotional, and even spiritual.
It's about taking a holistic approach, looking at the whole person, rather than just focusing on isolated symptoms.
Exactly. So even if you're not facing a specific health challenge, this case study can serve as a powerful reminder to take an active role in your own well-being.
That's a good point.
Engage in self-reflection. Pay attention to your lifestyle choices, how you're nourishing your body and mind.
Are you getting enough sleep? Are you managing stress effectively? Are you surrounding yourself with positive influences? These are all factors that contribute to overall health and vitality.
And be open to exploring different paths, even ancient ones, that might lead you to a more vibrant and fulfilling life.
Well, we've certainly covered a lot of ground today, from the fascinating details of this case study to the broader implications of Ayurveda and its potential role in shaping the future of healthcare.
We have.
We've unpacked ancient wisdom, modern science, and the exciting possibilities that emerge when these two worlds intersect.
We have, and as always, we've probably left you with more questions than answers.
Yeah,
But that's the beauty of the deep dive, isn't it?
I think so.
It's about sparking curiosity, encouraging critical thinking, and empowering you to become an active participant in your own health journey.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep seeking out knowledge that resonates with you.
Because the pursuit of well-being is an ongoing adventure.
Yeah.
And we're here to guide you along the way.
Until next time, happy diving. Okay, so we've unpacked this incredible case study and explored all the intricacies of Ayurvedic treatment.
Yeah.
And marveled at this woman's remarkable recovery.
Really is amazing.
But now it's time to step back
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture. What can we really take away from this one story?
Right.
And how does it fit into the larger conversation about Ayurveda and modern medicine?
That's the million-dollar question, right? It's easy to get swept up
Yeah,
in the excitement of a single success story.
absolutely.
But as we discussed earlier, we need to be discerning.
Right. It's tempting to think, well, if it worked for her, maybe Ayurveda can cure everything.
Yeah.
But that's not exactly a scientific approach, is it?
No, not quite. As inspiring as this case is,
Right.
it's important to remember that it just represents one
One person.
individual's experience.
Right.
We can't extrapolate from that to say that Ayurvedic treatment is like a guaranteed solution
Yeah.
for everyone with valvular heart disease or any other condition,
For sure.
for that matter.
It's like that saying, the plural of anecdote is not data.
Exactly.
We need more evidence, more rigorous scientific studies
Yeah.
to
That-
really understand the potential of Ayurveda and how it might work in different contexts.
Absolutely, and that's where the field of integrative medicine comes in.
Okay, so what is that?
So it's all about bridging the gap
Between
ancient wisdom and modern science,
Okay.
taking the best of both worlds to create a more holistic and effective approach to healthcare.
So it's not about choosing one over the other,
Right.
Ayurveda versus conventional medicine,
Yeah.
but rather finding ways they can work together,
Exactly.
complement each other's strengths.
Exactly. Imagine, for example, using cutting-edge diagnostic tools like 3D cardiovascular cartography
Right.
to identify individuals who
Hmm.
might be particularly well-suited for specific Ayurvedic treatments.
Ooh.
It's like personalized medicine, but with an added layer of ancient wisdom informing the process.
That's a fascinating concept, using modern technology to help pinpoint
Right.
who might benefit most from certain herbs or practices.
Yeah.
It seems like there's so much potential for collaboration between these two worlds.
There really is. And think about the possibilities for research.
Yeah.
We could study the mechanisms by which these Ayurvedic herbs actually work at a cellular level, explore their interactions with conventional medications,
Wow.
and even potentially develop new treatments based on these ancient remedies.
It's like unlocking a treasure chest of knowledge that's been hidden for centuries.
It is.
Who knows what we might discover when we combine the scientific rigor of modern research with the deep insights of Ayurvedic tradition.
Yeah, it's an incredibly exciting frontier.
It is.
And this case study serves as a powerful reminder that we shouldn't dismiss ancient wisdom simply because it's old.
I agree.
There's so much we can learn from these traditions if we're open to exploring them with a curious and discerning mind.
So, for someone listening right now who might be dealing with a health challenge or just curious about exploring alternative approaches, what advice would you give them? Where should they start?
Well, first and foremost, it's crucial to have open and honest communication with your doctor.
You gotta talk to your doctor.
Discuss your interest in Ayurveda or other complementary therapies and make sure they're aware of any treatments you're considering.
It's all about working together as a team to create a healthcare plan
Yeah.
that aligns with your individual needs and values.
Exactly. And if you're specifically interested in exploring Ayurveda, do your research.
Do your research.
Find a qualified Ayurvedic practitioner
Yeah.
who has a deep understanding of both Ayurvedic principles and modern medicine.
Right. Find someone who can kind of bridge those two worlds
Yes,
effectively and guide you safely on your journey.
absolutely. And remember, health is not just about treating disease. It's about cultivating well-being
Well-being.
on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and even spiritual.
So it's about taking a holistic approach,
Yes.
looking at the whole person rather than just focusing on isolated symptoms.
Exactly. So even if you're not facing a specific health challenge, this case study can serve as a powerful reminder to take an active role in your own well-being.
That's a great point.
Engage in self-reflection, pay attention to your lifestyle choices, how you're nourishing your body and mind.
How you're treating yourself.
Exactly.
Are you getting enough sleep? Are you managing stress effectively? Are you surrounding yourself with positive
Yeah,
influences?
are you taking care of yourself?
These are all factors that contribute to overall health and vitality.
Exactly, and be open to exploring different paths,
Yeah.
even ancient ones that might lead you to a more vibrant and fulfilling life.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today, from the fascinating details of this case study to the broader implications of Ayurveda and its potential role in shaping the future of healthcare.
I agree.
We've unpacked ancient wisdom, modern science, and all the exciting possibilities that emerge when these two worlds intersect.
And hopefully we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as always, we encourage you to do your own research, talk to your doctor, and explore what resonates with you.
Because ultimately your health is in your hands.
That's right. And we're here to support you on that journey with information, insights, and a healthy dose of curiosity.
So until next time, keep exploring and keep diving deep into the mysteries of health and well-being.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.